you're over in Europe, and if you're here, it's well, it's still morning as well. It's about 10:30 in the morning in Hobart, and we've got 3 different groups of weather alerts on right now. So I thought I'd give you an update on what's going on and how it's affecting the fleet. Excuse me. So I just put the weather up here, hoping the internet is fast enough. Oops, easy. It's all looking very slow. This is a bit frustrating. What's going on here? Okay, we'll keep persevering and see what's happening. So I'll just we'll go for the simple one right now, which is Jean-Luc, right over here to the side. Some people have already noticed all of a sudden he's heading up to the north in this pretty strong northerly breeze. I'll try and stop that pulsating right now. That might do it a bit, I'm not sure. Anyway, he's got a solid 20, 30 knot nor'wester at the moment, but you'll see what's going to happen here. I'll move forward 24 hours, and it's still looking pretty reasonable. But look at this massive southwesterly blow coming up here. I'll just screw it back a bit. This is what's coming through, and we suggested to Jean-Luc last night that he slows down, and if we put the no-go zone in here, we've advised him not to go past this corner until at least it's nearly 2 days ahead. So you can see if he would have been going through, he'll be in this area here at that stage, and then if we go through another few hours, you'll see it's starting to dissipate pretty quickly. In fact, it's changed a little bit from last night as well. But we're trying to effectively keep him out of this zone because there's 55, 60 knot forecasts, which will be gusting higher. We might be able to review that again tonight, but Jean-Luc accepted that advice, and he's just holding off a bit to miss the worst of it. If we go now to the back end of the fleet, or the middle of the fleet, sorry. In fact, we'll talk about Susie because that's the big issue right now. Yesterday, I'll get rid of this zone here. Yesterday, or about 20, or not quite 24 hours ago, we advised Susie there was a blow coming, and said that if she can make northing, it would be good. In other words, get the course going north. She's had northerly breezes, so it's a bit hard. We told her it was going to come through at about 2 days' time, but overnight, the weather that we were thinking was coming has intensified and is actually forming up further to the west of where we had assumed. So, well, in fact, I'll go back. This is the weather that we've got now, which is in a northerly, okay? And if you consider a position around about here, I'll blow it up a little bit higher. And to come down here, in about 24 hours, Susie will have been about the end of her name here. She'll be in this region here. So if we pull the weather forward about 24 hours, or that's a little bit further, you can see what's happening. In fact, it folds down very quickly because that's at not quite 24 hours. 2 hours later, this little intense blow, well, this is 3 hours later, when it updates. Hang on, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, come on. It's not updating, come on. It's very reminiscent of what Gregor and Tommy had some time ago, but it's a bit smaller system. It's not updating, I don't know why. But it's very intense. So right now, oh, crikey, how frustrating is this? I don't know what's going on here. So we might just stop this and start again in a minute. I'll just try and work out what we're going to do with this. It's a bit of a disaster. We've got some slow speeds or something going on. So I'm going to stop this and come back to you shortly. Thanks.